6:26, welcome back. For some, running can be a chore, but for others, it is their favorite thing to do. And that can sometimes come from that runner's high you've heard about. In this morning's Wellness Wednesday, Jeff Wagner shows us how our bodies create it to unlock those good vibes.
You see Shadrack Kimmening cross the finish line.
It's hard to match the feeling of winning a marathon, but that doesn't mean those still miles from the finish line aren't finding joy.
I started feeling it about maybe when I'm 23, 24 miles into the marathon.
It was just pure accomplishment and adrenaline that I pushed through to the end.
Happiness from running, some would describe as a high.
Have you felt it?
I definitely have.
Chris Lundstrom is a senior lecturer at the University of Minnesota and a long-distance running coach.
What is the runner's high?
Yeah, the runner's high is a subjective experience, I guess. People describe a sense of euphoria, a feeling of well-being after finishing running, especially.
Do you have to reach a certain distance, you think, to get that feeling?
Yes. I think the first 2 miles are hard to get into.
That probably has some variability between people too. I think as a general rule, it's got to be 20+ minutes.
What do you think's happening in your brain or your body that's sort of unlocking that feeling?
Some magic.
The original theory was it was endorphins, which our body produces these, and they go throughout our body.
Endorphins can help a runner push through the pain that builds at long distances.
I feel like you kind of get into the mentality of, oh, I was going to go 6 miles, but I actually can feel like I can go 7 or 8.
Recently, they've done a lot of research on endocannabinoids, which, similar to cannabis, have those kinds of effects on the body, but they're produced within our own body.
Exercise increases the level of endocannabinoids in the bloodstream, creating a feeling of calmness and euphoria like using marijuana.
The first time that I ever ran it lasted 2-3 days.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you felt that high in other aerobic activities, other exercises?
Not in compared to running, no.
There's great research on aerobic activity and reduction of depression and elevation of mood. Runners certainly will say there's something different about running.
And specifically finishing the race, an accomplishment in its own right, but with bliss as a bonus.
When you've stopped running, pay attention to how great it feels, and that's a real good motivator for getting out there next time.
It's